I've done over here is I have put layers of sand and Mod Podge down, many layers, maybe like 5 layers. And I left this foot area, it's like a footprint. I left it empty, I guess. And then I'm gonna fill some of it back in, but to give the impression of an impression, this is what I'm doing. So I have to let this sand dry before I can move on, but I'm happy with that. I'm working on, why is it so dark in here? I'm working on a painting of an area called Cottonwood Canyon, and it's where one of the places that I dog sit and dog walk. And I got the photos here that I took of a Las Vegas sunset. And I'm working on some clouds right now. So that's what I'm doing. And I'm going to be recording on my phone because I need the laptop that has the accurate colors. So I'm experimenting with technology. Oh, no, Siri, I don't want that. All right. So I'm going to mute it. Hi, thank you. No, this is a different one. The one of the fabric is this one. Yeah, I started this one like a year ago. Thinking, do I want to add anything to the paint to make it smoother? I don't know yet. Yeah, we got some really nice sunrises out here. Sunsets. And I'm gonna go back. I plan on having a picnic. Like maybe I'll get some Chipotle and take it to the park that's right over here. And then I'm gonna grab some like rocks and then I'll like glue them on here because that's what I like to do sometimes with my art. Need the right orange. That's what I need. Oh yeah, hint hint. Need some art. Everybody needs art. This is a technique called scumbling when you just kind of go like this. It's an actual technique and it's called scumbling and it's very effective. So yeah, I don't just paint Virginia. Sometimes I actually do paint Nevada. Nevada, however you're supposed to pronounce it. And I have another one I'm working on, and I took that photo when I was dog walking as well. And it's okay if I cover up the mountains a little bit because I'm going to need to go over them again. What made me pick up a paintbrush? You know how you're like in kindergarten and they give you those like cheap watercolor paints? I did those and I ran with it. Yep. I only had one good math teacher my whole life, so I don't know if I'm a genius at math or not. I would rather not do it. It's not for me. But I don't need to be good at math because I'm good at art. And I'm good at cooking. So I feel like that's enough. Oh, look, that'll go so far. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, and I noticed something that's happened pretty recently is that I'm like learning how to like simplify some things. That's not the right orange either. Where's my orange? I'm looking for a specific tube of paint and I can't find it. And it's a certain kind of orange. Yeah, I'm like, I've been simplifying some things. I was simplifying some stuff with this other big piece right next to me. And then when I made my bell pepper, my stuffed peppers, like I simplified the recipe a little bit and were still delicious. Just want to see what else I could streamline in my life. And a lot of these clouds are going to be covered up with like leaves. So, yeah. But they're just fun to paint. I like to paint clouds. And I made a mistake. To erase mistakes, I will dip my brush in my paint thinner jar, my Mona Lisa brand paint thinner jar that has a screen in it. Don't dump the paint thinner out, okay? And then wipe some of it off and remove the paint. And the mistake is just part of the painting now. It's just gonna stay there, isn't it? That sounds delicious. Sounds like a fat meal, fat person meal though. I'm just kidding. You know that, right? You know that. Kind of. Kind of kidding. Usually, when I paint clouds, I will do one color first, and then I'll let it completely dry, and then I'll go over it with the second color, but I didn't feel like doing that. The pool was closed today. It's so quiet out there. Thank you. Yeah, kind of. Yeah, and um I think clouds can be one of the hardest things for people, and I think it's because most people that I talk to have some degree of perfectionism, and I get that. But when you paint clouds, you kind of just have to like be a little bit free with it, I think. And that's what makes it really fun. You're like, oh, yeah, clouds and waves. I think you can have a degree of freedom with it, and that's what makes it really fun. Yeah, yeah, being imperfect with them and saying this is good enough. I think like that's like a major theme that over the past maybe 10 years I've been trying to not only implement in my art but in my whole like my life and my mentality of thinking like okay, this is good enough. Or in regards to like cleaning, doing my hair, my makeup. I'm like okay, stop obsessing over stuff. And you know it's funny, like at the paint party company I work with, we have a saying. It's called choose joy over judgment. And it basically means like, you know, we're here to like have fun, not critique ourselves. Because a lot of the people that, when I teach these like wine and canvas parties, some people have never held a paintbrush. So I remind them frequently, it's a choice. And a lot of it's practice. Once you know how a paintbrush works in your hand, how it feels, you can do cool stuff with it. You learn it. Yeah, it looks like it, huh? I like it. I think it's good. I think I'm gonna leave it how it is. I think I like it. Simplicity. All right. And can you imagine what it looked like in real life? Like, you know how your iPhone photos like never capture anything accurately? So this was really cool to see. And I like the trees, like the shape of them, how they're all like bendy. There's like a Cottonwood Canyon. It's like um a man-made like it's like parks, and then there's like a 3 mile or maybe longer miles of like a nice cement trail that you can ride your bike on, or um, people run on it. And it's lined with these trees, and it's also lined with cottonwoods, which is a plant I've never seen before. And in the winter, they the flower of them is like fluffy, like cotton. I guess that's where they get the name for it. And they're really pretty. And a lot of people don't know that Las Vegas has pretty areas, but it does. And one of the best things about being a dog walker is that I get to go to nice nice areas to walk people's dogs. And I usually walk them at like twilight because um it's too hot during the day. So I get to see these really cool sunsets. And I'll show you the other one I'm working on that I started a while ago. But I took that with me when I painted with my friend Darian and made progress on it. Oh yeah, I like that. He's good. He's good to paint. I have a reference photo. This is my reference photo that I took when I was dog walking one night. I I almost always paint from photos that I took. And then I usually fold them, well, I folded this one. I fold them into like quarters and then eighths. And then I know where the middle point is. And I usually tape a piece of thread, like I will measure it out like halfway, a quarter, or an eighth. You can do it as big or as small of a ratio as you want. Um, and I think I did that. I made a thread grid to match when I did the mountains and the bottom. So this is my go-to. They teach you this in, I think it's Drawing 101, and it's very useful. And I don't know how I'm gonna put in all these little detailed leaves. I have to figure out a way that I can do it without obsessing over it and make it fun. Yeah, I like this. And I think that'll be it for this video. That was my goal for this video. I just wanted to come on here and paint some clouds for the people in the world. Yeah, it's exciting to be painting Vegas and different stuff. All right. Thank you for watching and have a good night. Bye.